Everybody, welcome back to Thursday's Thoughts with Terry today. I'm glad that you got to join me today. I pray that this helps you today. If you'll do me a favor as we're getting into this, hit the share button if this helps you. Share it to your page. Let some of your friends know about this and how it helped you. And also, just shoot me a comment. Give me a thumbs up or something in the comment section, or just send me a private message, if you will. Contact me if this helps you and you have any questions today. Last week we dealt with influence, and today I want to talk about every area of our life, from whether you're a pastor, you're a parent, you're a business owner or entrepreneur, whatever that is. I believe one of the greatest keys to success in any area of our life is called focus. And I think it's single-minded focus. I really believe that with all my heart. I think focus is defined as to concentrate on something in particular. That's simply what focus is just to concentrate on one single thing. I talk to a lot of business owners a lot of times. I go into businesses, small businesses at that, and they ask me a simple question. What do you think? What else should I do to attract more business? My question to them then is not an answer, but it's a question. What is your main emphasis of your business? So if your emphasis is ice cream, let's say, you own an ice cream parlor and that's your main product, that's your push, what is it around ice cream that you're doing? Are you like a Baskin Robbins that you have cakes and you're selling cakes with ice cream in them? Are you a Dairy Queen that has all the different types of ice cream and they also now have food? Are you kind of like the one in our town, Family Fun Ice Cream Parlor, that is ice cream centered around family fun? And so that's the question. So my question is, what is it that you do? What is it the thing that you're looking to produce? And what's the single focus? Most business owners, especially small business owners, they try to attract customer base by doing so much, adding so many things to their business, and they're missing the whole emphasis, the whole focus of what their business is all about. How do you attract customers around the single focus? And I really believe that that's a problem. Most of the time for us business owners, the entrepreneurs out there, anytime you add anything to a menu, you've increased overhead. You've increased the amount of product you've got to keep. You've increased staffing maybe. You've increased work that you've got to do. You've increased storage space. You've increased everything just by adding simple things to your list or to your menu. So my question has always been this: what is the one thing that you want to drive every other area of your life around and find that one thing and focus on it? I will tell you, I helped some business owners in our community, and one of the people that I helped over the last couple of years, just in doing a consult with them and just kind of doing some life coaching, was that they were all over the place. They were doing this event here, they were doing these events over there, they were doing this, they were selling food, they were selling this, desserts, they were selling this, and they kept asking, what else could I add to drive more people into your business? And I said, well, the reality is it's not what you add, it's what you can take away and stay focused on that one thing. And the more energy you put into that one thing, the more likely you are to increase your business because you perfect that one thing. And that's what I find in so many people's lives. Same thing with pastors and churches. We see what God's doing maybe, or what another pastor is doing in a church, and it's thriving, it's flourishing, it's growing. And what do? We want to implement those same systems into our church to hopefully have the same result. The reality is it's not going to happen. It's just not going to happen because you are not authentic to that one thing. You got to narrow your focus to one thing. That's all that I'm talking about today. Here are 4 distractions. I think the reason why we don't find success, whether it's business, family, church, whatever it is because we are so distracted by many things. I narrowed them down personally for me to 4 things. Number 1 is the background noise. What is that white noise, if you will, on the TV, or the background noise? And this is what I look at it. What is everyone else saying you should do? That's a distraction. You're hearing the ideas, you're hearing the thoughts, but the reality is they never had the idea of your business. That's a good idea that just doesn't make it yours, and you got to eliminate that distraction. The second thing is I think this fits everybody, is disorganization. Maybe I should say everybody but my wife. Come on. My wife can come in and organize your house. You just won't know where anything's at. That's how great my wife is at organization. But disorganization is a problem. If you walk into your shop, your business, your office, whatever it is, and there's stuff everywhere, how do you stay focused if their things are not in order? I believe that God is a God of order, and so is our life supposed to be. Disorganization is a distraction when it comes to success. Multitasking, yeah, that's a big one. I think a lot of people want to thrive and say that they are multitaskers, but the reality, every time, it's kind of like internet, you know what I mean? And it all comes in. If nobody else is on it, you get the full amount, the full speed. You have no lag, nothing. But the minute one other person taps in, it divides. The third person, it's a third, and so on and so forth. And until it gets down to the place where you're waiting and waiting and waiting. Multitasking is the same way in our life and in our business and in our family. We've got to find our focus. Just because somebody else is doing it doesn't mean we should do it. Just because it's successful for somebody else doesn't mean it's going to be successful for us. We've got to get focused in our life and in our business and in our church and do what's right by us, and then we'll find great success. We've got to eliminate distraction of background noise. We've got to eliminate distraction of disorganization. We've got to eliminate the distraction of the multitask, and we got to eliminate this last distraction. It's called the lack of balance in life. It's a distraction when you are divided. When you and I, what happens is we put all our energy, all of our effort into our work, but our home life is out of order. It's a lack of balance. It's a distraction. And that distraction is going to destroy our business, our family. It's going to destroy everything about us. I purposed, when I took over this church at Abundant Life Church in January of this year, 2020, I purposed to my wife this one thing. My pastor told me, Terry, don't stop doing what you're doing. What I did is I balanced my life. I had ministry life, I have family life, and I have extracurriculars, and I have never changed that. And I learned this one thing: if I put all of my effort and energy into my church and I lose my family, what kind of a pastor am I really, right? And I think that's the same thing in every one of our lives is too much work and not enough family life, too much work and not enough husbandry, too much work and not enough fatherhood. Come on, and this is part of distractions, which creates unsuccessful lives, unsuccessful businesses, unsuccessful churches. And I just want to talk to you about a couple things. 4 things I wrote down. What can you do to be more focused in your business and find success? The first one is we got to set one outcome goal that drives all other activities. What's the goal? Is the goal clients? Is the goal revenue? Is the goal, what is that? How is it driving the people to your brick and mortar property, or is it the goal to online orders and deliveries? What is the goal that you have that drives all other activities? And the thing is, sometimes we think all these other activities are the goal, but that's not it. You got to find the goal. The person that I helped and their whole business changed, they only now work 4 hours a day, and they're doing more money a week than they did the previous couple of years in 4 hours a day. They're doing more money today than they've ever done because they focused on the one goal, and they drove everybody to their place of business, and they're doing it within 4 hours. They're producing an amazing product, and people are coming after it. The second thing is you got to narrow your target market. You got to narrow the target audience. You can't just reach everybody, but you got to reach certain people. This one person that I'm talking about, they went from just reaching anybody to reaching families, and they just decided we're going to go after the whole family unit, not just kids, and we're going after the whole family. That's the target. You got to narrow it down who you're going to. The second thing, or the third one, is you got to streamline your offerings. That means you got to be able to take the one product and use that one product and streamline it to maybe make 2 or 3 different concoctions, if you will, of something. You got to streamline that offering. That means you got to take that thing, lower your overhead, and still produce something great and multiple options with that one thing. And the fourth one is, look, this is one I really love. Adopt the 2-week sprint. It's something I've learned, and it's take one thing and for 2 weeks go as fast as you can and as hard as you can after that one thing. Don't add anything else. Don't multitask. Don't bring up any options. Do that one thing for 2 weeks as fast and as hard as you can. Evaluate it and determine what do you need to adjust inside that 2 weeks. Don't set these ridiculous, unattainable goals that you're going to do it in 3 months. Do it in 2 weeks. Because when we're focused on something, here's the thing, when we're focused, we're giving all of our energy and all of our effort to that one thing. I want to challenge you. This last thing I want to say today, look, is the more you can streamline and work on the right things that make a difference in your business, the more successful you'll be. The more you streamline and work on the right things in your family, the right things in your church, the right thing in your business, in your neighborhood, wherever you're at, the more successful you'll be. Streamline that thing. Make it, cut away all the rough edges and focus on the one thing. Hey, that's my thought for you today is look, get focused on one thing that drives your business, drives your family, drives your church. Eliminate the distractions of the background noise of what everybody else is doing, and you get to become you. Be authentic and unique and real about what you're doing and what you're supposed to be doing, and watch the success come to you. Hey, till next week, I'm Terry. I call you blessed, and then enjoy the rest of your day.